How are you guys doing? How is y'all? All the y'all. I did not ping. Not that I think that, a ton of people are waiting for me to go live, but I still like to give them just in case. Also, pro streamer alert. I totally don't have any music going either. Wow, go me. Stuck in the middle with me. Yeah, something like that. I didn't start Demona or nothing. Gosh, wow. I am such a pro streamer right now. Y'all just don't even know. I'll best recognize. Kind of stuck on this hip hop playlist. Like it. Okay, I've got it at 6.8. Let me know how that is. Hey Gilf, how are you? How is the stuff and things? How is everybody's week? We had a fine weekend. I honestly did not get Sunday's episode of Journey up until about 3 a.m. Sunday morning. And it goes live at 6, so that was a thing. But hey, new games. Yay! I tried to record some new games today, but I ended up jacking up my audio somehow, and I have no clue what I did. And then I fixed it somehow, and I have no clue how I fixed it. Other than I just put everything back exactly the way that it was, that wasn't working to begin with, but then it was working. I don't know. Apparently Casper fixed it for me. I don't know. That is self-promo, Brie. Please don't do that. Also, water. I only have water. I have no coffee. Because, yay! Trying a diet with a friend. So, I get no coffee. Well, technically, I can have coffee. I can have coffee. It just has to be black. And I can have tea. It just has to be unsweet. And I can have water and I can have milk. So I opted for water right now because I tried to do black coffee this morning and it was the Starbucks Pikes Peak. And it was stout. And I took like 4 or 5 drinks of it. I tried to muscle through it, but I was just like, nope. Nope, 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 nobody, nope, nope, nope. So I've been drinking a lot of milk today. And I have sweet acidophilus milk, so I'm pretty happy about that. But the other thing is all I can eat is potatoes for 2 weeks. And I only eat when I'm hungry. No meal times or anything. If I'm hungry, I eat. If I'm not hungry, I don't worry about the meal time. So I've had a baked potato and some mashed potatoes today. And I can't add anything to them. I can't put any salt or pepper or butter or sour cream or anything on them. I also can't take away from them. So I can't take the skin off and I can't take water out. Like, I can't dehydrate them and make chips out of them. Yes, the Penn Jillette diet. Well, I can already see why people start kind of going crazy. Because during the day, like in a singular day, other than, friends coming over, an event happening, what do you have to look forward to? Other than like, oh, I'm getting pot roast for dinner, or I'm having sushi for lunch, or I'm doing this. So by having just potatoes, you're eating to live. That's it. That's it. It's taken away what you're looking forward to during the day for 2 weeks. So it is potatoes are a very bland food already, and you're making them even more bland by not allowing any sort of seasoning. And so, it's not only a palate cleanse, but it's like a brain rewire. It's the stop looking forward to food and look forward to actual events. Which I can totally get behind that. Yep. You can make them however you want. You just can't add to or take away from. Exactly. Later, man. I don't trust you, and I'm looking at the screen, so you're not going to, if you're going to jump scare, you're not going to get the jump scare that you're anticipating, because I'm looking at the screen. Yes? I spit my water out. I'm coming. I have your address. I'm coming after you. That's the one bad thing about buying plushies from me, because now I have your address. Well, again, Merlin, it's a palate cleanse. So, like, we get all wrapped up in seasonings and salt and pepper and garlic and all of this kind of other things. Potatoes are very bland anyway. And then you're taking any sort of seasoning away from them, so that makes them even more bland. So for 2 weeks, you get absolutely nothing but bland food. Suddenly, after the 2 weeks, whenever you get to have other things are going to taste amazing for almost the very first time. Exactly. Even if it's a P.O. box, that still gives me the proper city. And then the internet could do the rest. Evan's not a stalker. Because most states have property records where I could get names from. Because all of that is public information. Patrick, how are you? I'll have a new address. Well, Merlin's got a new address too, but that's still, I still have his parents' address. Like, if you ever want to see your mother again, double crap. Oh, that's pretty cool, Patrick. It's true. Totally. I totally have the extra money in you know, worldwide pandemic time frame to fly to Ireland. Absolutely. Even though the last time I went out of the country, I used my military ID, and so I don't actually have a passport anymore because I used my military. Need a passport. So it would take me at least 6 weeks to get a new passport. We have potatoes here. No okra, but you have potatoes. Stalker 7. In 2024. Technically, I still have to go get my license renewed. Because I have to put my military stuff on my license, because whenever I got out, I was still technically a military spouse, so they wouldn't give me a military ID, like a veteran's ID, because I was still a military spouse. And I'm like, but I need a veteran's ID. No, you're still a military spouse, you'll be fine. So I have to take my DD-214 up there and get that put on my driver's license. It costs like $35. You don't have a passport or a driver's license? From what I understand, well, and from what I know, not having a driver's license in Europe is not nearly as bad as not having a driver's license, because most places in Europe, that at least that I have been at, have some sort of decent public transportation system, or some way to get to a train where you can get to other places. In the States, like where I'm at, we have zero public transportation. If you don't have a car, you are stuck. The DD-214 blanket. Bring that in rather than the paper. Blacker 7, it's true. Oh, okay. See, I don't have anything like that. Although I find it funny that that in most sports a yellow card is a bad thing. DD-214 is a piece of paper that has all of my military record on. Shows how long I was in, what my MOS was, all that. I mean, up until what? I turned 30. The picture on my driver's license, I was 17 years old in. Like, I just, they kept on looking at the picture and going, oh, well, you haven't changed that much. Oh, okay, thanks. Appreciate that. Hey, Light Gazer! Yes, Baba. I have paperwork right here in my hand. Something like that. Taking a shower. I hope you are not watching me in the shower because that would be slightly odd. Oh boy. Okay, thank you. Not sure how I feel about that one, Patrick. Light gazer is slightly odd. It's okay. No, the shower's done. Okay. I was about to say, we're talking about wax. You're talking about, you know, getting in the shower and washing me. Wow. Watching.
Language.
That was funny. That's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny. Hey, Falcon, how are you? We're doing coffee chat, except Seven can't have coffee for the next 2 weeks. Which actually, this would be a really good time to like get some of those like teeth brightening kits. Which I mean, my teeth are fairly bright anyway. But like the teeth whitening kits, because I can't have coffee, and that's like the big thing. Pluses, bright side.
Oh, hail the queen.
That answer your question? Sure, it was really loud too. I got it because I told you that I would make sure to have it in before we started Resident Evil, and I start that tomorrow. So I did stuff and things today. I don't know how loud that was for y'all, but it was fairly loud for me. I turned it down to 76 because it was at 100. Been lurking? You been trying to quit sugar too? Afraid if I go full black, I won't go back. You know, once you go black, you never go back. Sorry, that was not PG. Lord, I apologize. And please bless the poor pygmies down in New Guinea.
Language.
No, I'm doing it because of a diet, and like I was interested in trying the diet, but a friend of mine who really is starting to have some health problems, really didn't want to diet, was actually interested in trying it, but would only try it if I tried it too. So, doing that. Oh, okay, Funk. I'm sorry. Glad you stopped by. Hope you feel better. Almost mandatory. Something. Yeah, I knew that you were doing the spray mold foam thing, and that it was affecting like your eyes and stuff. Just could not get into it. Unbelievably horrible. had everything full. Then came the Rat King. Yep, pretty much. That's why, like, I was really sort of sad whenever I was watching Matt play that particular section, and he went in with like next to nothing and probably did better than I did, but I'm a big old chicken, so yeah, I am a huge chicken. So I am interested to see how poorly I do, not only with, you know, limited storage, because I am the in Resident Evil, but like I know that Mr. X is coming. I know that there is a ton of jump scares. So we shall see. I know, right? Well, and it's like, it's my very first Resident Evil game, because I love watching Resident Evil. I love watching other people play it. It's fun. I've never played one myself. So this will be my very first Resident Evil game that I have played myself. So, need I say that I am slightly nervous? But I figure, I look at it, if I could play The Last of Us, I can play Resident Evil. That's what I'm hoping for. You really can't wait for tomorrow? Don't wish your life away. That's what my papa used to tell me. Don't wish your life away. Need to see this? Oh, keep you. Ooh. Oh. Never mind. Wow. Hey, Helpy. I might have an answer. Technically, I wasn't supposed to go in, but they will waiver in a ton of things. Like, they'll waiver in asthma. Like, and my thought is like, have you never been through basic training? Most of it is running. Like that one, like hearing that they'll waiver in asthma now, I was just like, are you me? Like, we're talking like officer training school, right? Nope. Regular army. Wow, you guys are desperate, huh? I do have the game, Helpy. I am seriously thinking about it. Yes. I have plans of what I'm going to play, and if I still have time this month, I am going to play Vampire. I'm probably going to play it no matter what, but yeah. Big softy. That's a myth. Sure. We'll go with that, Slater Man. This coming from the chick that they made train for a marathon, and then the day before they were like, nah, we don't need you. Really? Really? Are you kidding me? Like, I got up to, I was running, or I got down to, I guess. I got to a point where I was running about what the guys were supposed to. I, as an 18-year-old female, in which technically by the time I was training for the military, I was 19. As a 19-year-old female in the military, I only have to run, it's like 18:30, something like that. Minute mile, or 2 mile. So that ends up being like a 9-minute mile, something like that. Thereabouts. I actually got down to where I was running like 14 minutes, 2 miles. So that's like a 7-minute mile. That's about what the guys have to run. And way below what I had to run. But honestly, I got sick and tired of the guys whining. Oh, my shins hurt. My knees hurt. She's going too slow. I'd be like, not PG at all. Who are you guys? Hey, Crispy, how are you? Every single disc in your spine? Ugh. That's the kid from Sidekicks? What? You'd walk 4 miles to school? Really wanted you? Oh, I had a Marine recruiter come after me because he thought my middle name is a guy's name. So he would call my house repeatedly asking for my middle name. And I'm like, that's me. So he was like, what? And like, that's me. And I would say like my entire name and he was like, oh. But he would call talking about how my ASVAB scores were so great and all of this kind of stuff. And then he found out that I was a girl and he hung up. Well, I ran into that recruiter because where I was stationed at is not far from Paris Island. And we used to go up there all the time and sit on the deck and watch the newbies on deck. And I ran into him and I was he was on the trail. He had gotten out of the recruiter trail and he was on the drill sergeant trail. Mostly he was just trying to keep going back over. Already been over like. But he I ran into him and was like, hey, hey Sergeant, how you doing? And kind of looked like, I know you. And I was like, and I told him what my name was, and he was like, oh. And of course, at that point, I was like 5'8". I was maybe a $120 soaking wet. I had 6-pack abs. I had, the nice cuts in my arms on both sides. And he was just kind of like, oh, so you did end up enlisting. I was like, yeah, I did. What MOS did they get you? I was like, I'm a helicopter mechanic. And he was like, oh. Well, you have a nice day. You don't think they wave death? I have no clue. I haven't looked ahead any. I just know a lot of this episode has to do with the Crooked Man. Hey, Steven, how are you? Your arm just started bleeding for no reason? Oh my. Why did who respond like that? Oh, they wave asthma, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, I get it. I was like, what? I totally did not follow that train of thought at all. Guy? What guy? I am very confused, Bree. think about 2 weeks, but how are you, Zero? Oh, why did he respond like that? Because he was trying to get me to, the Marine recruiter was trying to get me to go in. And he was like, oh, well, you know, we don't really have anything for you, you know, da-da-da-da-da. You know, I can get you this, that, and the other. And then he found out that I was a female. And, like, he thought I was a dude. And he was like, oh, well, even with your ASVAB score as cool, you know, as good as it is, we can only do this, that, and the other. And they were, like, crap desk jobs. And I was just like, yeah, I'm good. And then I ended up getting into the Army and being recruited by the Army and ended up a helicopter mechanic, and he was just like, oh, okay. Your recruitment process? Oh, autism? No one knew back then? Yeah, I have no clue how I passed the psych test, quite honestly. None. I was... To quote a really... He did the mash!
He did the monster mash!
The monster mash! Got a fresh garbage bag out. Smells like apple. Been one day and my body is trying to use smell as a flavored substitute. I think it's going to be interesting to see some of the things that you go through. I haven't had any of that yet, other than just the well, Matt's going through it too, Merlin. But yeah. It's the person that I was talking about was not Matt. The person I'm talking about is not a streamer. But real life friend. Real life friend. Yeah. Real life. Well, not that Matt isn't a real life. Y'all know what I mean. Ah. I was like, what? I don't know what I mean. Oh, wow. Yeah, I've heard, I know, I have another friend that, actually has to wear 2 masks and, a face shield. And they work as an orderly in a nursing home. And some days are definitely worse than others, because some days sadly, the old folks that are still there, because honestly a lot of them passed away. He's like, well, he started wearing the 2 masks, and he started out with just 1 mask, and then he added a second one. Because like he has the replaceable, or he has the cloth mask that he wears right up next to his, and then he has the medical mask that he wears over the top of. Started wearing the face shield because one of the residents got rather frisky and spit in his face, and he was just like, nope, 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 nope. So he started wearing the face shield as well. You're not real friends. Yo. Shield your face. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, it was. He was telling me about that, and I was like, "Oh boy!" And you can't punch people, and he was like, "No, I can't punch people. That would be bad." He's been really, really lucky though, because working in a healthcare facility like that, you know, obviously old people. He said they had something like 110 residents, and then in 7 months they've went down to 50. So that's like half of their population is now gone. Oh, I'm sorry, Chrissy. Hey, Volpe, how are you? But yeah. Yeah, like, honestly, I don't mind the mask. I don't go out of the house terribly often. But whenever I do, obviously, it doesn't bother me much, but I'm not doing a whole lot of heavy lifting, or I can understand why that would be unpleasant. Murphy, he has to wear his for like 13 hours straight while he's at work. So, yeah. Without face coverings. Maybe they just got used to it. I don't know. Be something to ask somebody who used to do that job. Here, since school has went back, the numbers are rising again, which anybody with half a brain knew that they would. And so, like, stores and such are saying, it's mandatory that you wear a mask. Well, because of social media justice warriors screaming, "Oh, you can't make me wear a mask," da 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 da, people still go in these stores without a mask on. And apparently the store can't say anything about it, even though it's posted very clearly, mandatory mask. So, I don't know. I wear my mask. I social distance. I have too many family health problems that could potentially be an underlying issue that I don't know about. My dad has 7 of the largest stents that they make in his heart. My grandmother died of a massive heart attack. My uncle died of a heart attack. And that's all right there in that system. My grandmother, had emphysema for most of her life. So yeah. Not to mention, my uncle recently passed away from the disease. So yeah, I do my social distancing, I wear my mask, and anybody who wants to laugh at me can suck it. Yeah, it's not okay, but he knew that he was at a serious risk because he had been dealing with cancer for a while, so he knew that his immune system was very low. His family, his wife, they knew going in that it was not going to be a fun time. He was a preacher, and he kept on holding services and such, and he ended up catching the disease, and he went into the hospital. He was in the hospital for about a month or 2 weeks, and the doctor said, okay, you know, we're gonna have your oxidation level is low enough that we're gonna have to put you on a ventilator. And that's whenever he looked at the doctor and was like, I will go on the ventilator if you guarantee me that I will come off. And the doctor's like, I can't. And he looked at the doctor. He's like, you know, I can't guarantee you. Professionally, I can't guarantee you anything. But in my personal opinion, if you go on this ventilator, this will be your life for the rest of your life. That I don't want to live that way. Like, so he made the choice. He knew what the consequences were. He knew, you know, he had talked with his wife, with his daughter. He knew what the consequences were, and they chose. Like, this is not how I want to spend the rest of my life. So. Going back and reading chat. Because of your grandmother, exactly. Doing radiotherapy right now. Yeah, this particular uncle, like I said, he was a preacher. He was a social butterfly. He always had been, because, you know, being kind of goes along with the job. Like, you have to be social. They were still holding church services and this, that, and the other. And he had been dealing with some cancer issues on and off for a while. It would go into recession, and it would kind of come back somewhere else, and they had been dealing with that. And yeah, he had just gotten through with some more therapy. I'm not exactly sure what kind he was, and happened to catch it, and he knew during all of this that it was a possibility. He had, you know, even preached sermons about it. So, I don't know. I hate to sound cold-hearted about it, but honestly, like, he was my uncle, but it's on my mom's side, and they live over 5 hours away. So I only really got a chance to be around that side of the family, like summers and holidays. And he married into the family whenever I was like 4 or 5. Like, I remember their wedding, and then he divorced out of the family like 4 years later. So honestly, like, legally, he hadn't been my uncle since I was a kid, and I was never particularly close with him. But yeah. Shut in your bedroom, door locked. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing for services for him. Obviously, you know, I can't really just drop everything up there, sadly. Oh, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Although, it is nearly 5:30. I have my water. I have no coffee. I have no Sundrop. Because potatoes. I'll leave it at that. Yes, this is a gaming channel. Potatoes. Yes, exactly. I mean, I guess if it's potato vodka, but again, you can't add to or take away from. So adding, you know, water, I can have water, but adding the yeast and stuff and can't have it. Although after the diet, after 2 weeks of potatoes, I get to expand for 6 weeks, and it's a plant-based nutritarian, and then after that I get to start adding animal products back in as I see fit. So after 8 weeks, 7's gonna be hot, y'all. What are these? Turn this off. I'm not sure how long this episode is going to be, honestly, because the last couple episodes of this game have been really... Anywho. So we may actually end off early that day. But Resident Evil 2 remake tomorrow. I'm sort of excited, but super duper nervous about it. Not even gonna lie. Hey Renee! This controller is dead. EED, dead. You're ashamed of yourself? Why are you ashamed of yourself? See? Vampire, right there. I have it. I has it. With a great ending? Okay. On a spot that has hours played on Horizons. Uh-oh. You've got a lot of hours, don't you? Oh, well, thank you, Lightgazer. I appreciate that. We all know what she has under the hood. Yes. Almost 80 hours. I see a lot of oh god. Okay, how's the sound? Oh, hold on. I forgot a thing. Filters are on. Desktop audio is at 21. Just so y'all know. We'll get to really play during the week. I mean, honest, I'm trying to fix my non-playing during the week because I'm trying to record in the mornings. So I tried to start recording my new game for this weekend today and had serious audio issues. Somehow I messed up the audio and have no idea what I did to mess it up, but then I fixed it and I have no idea what I did to fix it. So yeah. Oh, they went jump scare crazy? Oh god. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me do this. Okay. Having audio issues now. Am I? Am I having audio issues? I didn't know I was having audio issues. Okay. You like the music in this game? Oh, I enjoy it too. It definitely sets the mood. Oh, my words. Yeah, I can't American today. How is the volume and everything? I've been trying to, like, whenever I start the game, to actually pull the mic into frame, which I kind of don't like having the mic in the frame. But I have the filters on. And the desktop audio is, that's what I was saying earlier, it's turned down to 21. Okay, let's finish this. Fry Wolf. Okay. Do I have... I reached that? Sorry. I'm trying to, I see stuff being talked about in mod chat, so I'm trying to look at it. I need to get like a little case so I can like have my phone sitting right here. Something. I could just set my phone up right here. Hey, Joe! Hey, Joe, what do you know? I'm sorry, that was terrible. I apologize. Okay, sorry. Let's... They need to give me more save spots.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Oh.
Not if I can avoid it.
You are forgiven. That's poor. Hey, chat. Dragon Wing? Is that an actual band?
No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a shit.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No!
We didn't do that!
What monsters are you? What horrible, evil, villainous, warped monsters are you?
We didn't do
Hey,
that, though.
You're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
truly
The
super
rules are the
duper.
rules. I don't get to make
Rel-
them, I just enforce
Is that Rella?
Oh, shit.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Oof.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Okay.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Okay, that was the recap of last episode. Well, I don't know if he would actually be a werewolf. He is, he can pose as human, but it's not a moon thing. Like, he can transform into a wolf whenever he wants. And they've kind of touched on that a bit, in that there are certain fables that can transform back and forth at will.
You've come a long way.
That's the story of the Cripple Man.
You must be
Or
tired.
Cripple Man. Crooked Man.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently.
Oh boy.
Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you?
It's kind of hard to relax whenever
You want a
someone
drink?
is
Something to eat.
obviously
Vivian
wanting.
makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really a carpaccio. It's lobster. Sirloin.
I'm here for one reason, and it's not to eat your fucking food.
Really?
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
He's still ticked that I kicked his butt.
Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You know why I'm here. You killed those women.
What women?
Faith and Lily, the girls who worked at the Pudding and Pie.
Did I now? I assume by your confidence in accusing me, you must have some proof of this, yes? Some allotment of evidence. A witness, perhaps.
Your servant over there told me you did it.
That's a fucking lie. I didn't say anything like
It's
that.
fine.
All I said was that this was your town, and nothing wouldn't happen without your approval. All right? That's it.
If only that were true. Those women. I don't relish telling you that the killings were perpetrated by an employee of mine.
Oh.
It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information.
Oof.
You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
Tweedledee, please.
Yes, this is a very
He's not gonna
M-rated
leave,
game.
So just give him up, all right? No! If he thinks he's gonna come in here, act all tough, and we're just gonna...
That's enough. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
Oh boy.
However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just
Sit down now.
Why?
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits.
Oh,
and I think
boy.
you far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this!
And then
you told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him!
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this! You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking
don't
start
make
this.
any trouble, Georgie.
Are you seriously throwing me under the fucking carriage after everything I've done for you?
I'm just gonna stand here and watch this play
You
out.
can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
Get the fuck out of
I
here.
do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go
Ooh.
join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with you?
I'm not going anywhere.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Oh God. You.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you all fixed up.
Ah! Whoa! Oh boy. Oh boy.
Take this!
Oh.
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
Oh. Oh, crap, 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 crap.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Got him! Now!
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Ah.
This way.
Go after them. It's just a flesh wound.
Come on, Georgie.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Oh, belly wound. That's going to go septic. Whoa! this? What's this? What's this? Oh, jeez. I have a life bar. This is not good. Oh, there's platforming now. Oh, awesome. Oh boy. Just look for the car without the bumper. Ah!
Fuck! What was that?
Oh boy. Why am I going after her? I mean, other than her driving.
I can't.
Oh, hey! That was rude. Why? Oh, jeez.
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Right back to the pudding and pie.
Come on.
Fuck it!
Another window. Window to the wall.
Holy shit.
Oh, he's so done. Oh, that's just examine the car. Okay. I stopped that, Gilf.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Oh boy.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay. How did this happen, Georgie? How did it get this?
Oh, don't worry.
It was supposed to end with Faith and Lily, and now the sheriff is chasing us through the streets.
Well, it won't be your fault. It'll all land on me in the end.
But it isn't.
No, it's... Ah!
Here. It's gonna be okay. We'll
Did
get you
she
fixed up.
kill them?
Maybe Swinehart.
Swinehart don't give a shit about us.
We have to do something. Georgie.
Shush, love. We'll be all right.
I can't believe the crooked man just gave you up like that.
Oh, I should have seen it coming. A man's word isn't worth shit around here. Ah! You forget that and you're left picking your fucking guts up off the floor.
Well, you still have me.
Uh.
And I'm gonna get you out of here before...
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff? I had to say your goodbyes first.
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere.
Ooh.
It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean...
fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look,
Sometimes you just have to do what you're told.
You didn't have to do anything.
Like hell I didn't. Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him.
Oh.
And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and kill me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault.
He has a kiss the
But what was I
girl
supposed to
tattoo.
do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him.
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die. Do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
Wait, how is she involved in all this?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway.
Huh.
This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the Crooked Man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it.
I told you. Sometimes all your options are shit. What the fuck are you supposed to do then?
Don't talk about me like I'm not even here, please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life.
Oh.
Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really.
Just shut up. What makes you think you can just... I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hines in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them, what I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian, no!
Oof.
Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian! Shit! Vivian, I didn't mean it. I was just...
Wow.
Oh, fuck!
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby.
Yum.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, all right? For both of us.
Don't worry about the crooked man.
Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You want to finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with.
That's not who I am.
Prove it then. No more games, all right? We both know how this ends.
I could leave him there suffering in pain, or I could end his misery.
I know what I did.
All right, Georgie.
Oh, that was... We walk a little faster. Adonis. I just... Can we use their car? Would that be stealing?
Still warm. He's here, all right.
I don't recognize the girl with the ribbon. Story. Like, I read a lot of the Grimm Tales, but I don't recognize the girl with the ribbon.
Of course.
It's in the sin bin. was ahead. Ha 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 ha. You're so funny. Her ribbon comes off. Her head comes off. Yep. Did a Saw game? Oh God. Gilf cowers. He's the only one who doesn't think he's done anything wrong. Who? Are you talking about the Crooked Man? Down the car. Not PG stuff and things. Okay, before we go any further, I need to look at the thing. Want to get too far into this because I seen the little thing come up that I had.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Seen the little thing come up that I had new Book of Fable stuff. Vivian was the very first to bear the curse of the purple ribbon. Removing the ribbon would result in death, and any attempt to talk about it was thwarted by the spell upon it. As time went on, she tried to live a normal life. Eventually, she married a nice man, but he was constantly wondering about the ribbon around her neck. Despite her pleas for him to leave it alone, one night while she was sleeping, he attempted to remove it. As he pulled on the edge of the string, Vivian woke and saw what her husband was doing. In a panic, she pulled away, preventing the ribbon's knot from being undone. Furious, she tried to express the severity of his actions, but her husband was unable to understand. She realized then that she couldn't trust him and decided to leave. She lived alone for the rest of her days in the homelands, preferring the safety of isolation to the risk of another betrayal. Wow. Vivian and Georgie met during the exodus from the home, and they helped each other survive the long journey to the mundane world. Upon their arrival, however, they found it hard to make a decent living. With what little money they had, they opened the Pudding and Pie. Operating a strip club may not have been the most desirable operation, but they figured it was better than to be in charge of a place like this than be forced through desperation to work at one. Oh, this is all like the chapters. I didn't get that one. Not a ton of needed information there. Why did that light come on just as I was walking up? That's not creepy at all. The puns, they burn.
Big Wolf. The big bad wolf.
Oh boy, that's Bloody Mary. Oh, here we go. There's Catherine's wheel.
You used to be something.
She's been tailing me for a while. Oh boy.
They used to fear you. They'd hide anywhere their small, shivering bodies would fit.
Hammer, bleach. Oh boy. Camera angles. Silver bullets. Awesome.
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
Ah! Woo!
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ugh.
Ah, Bigby. I see you've made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate.
Yeah.
Come find me when you finish, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners? Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town?
Oof.
Oh, come on! Is that the best you can do?
Nope. Oh, this is gonna get bad real quick, isn't it? Oh, God. Oh boy. Ah! Oh, you crazy wench! Hey, hit that!
Where are you? Come out and face me!
Oh, you're not creepy at all. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. Oh, we've wolfed out. bad. This is bad. This is very, very bad. Oh boy. Ah! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! Oh, we went full on Big Bad Wolf. So he has a final form. Oh! And he blew them all away! Ow! Whoa, that was so satisfying. Oh, and of course now we get to be naked. Are we naked wolf now? Oh no, our clothes are neatly over there. Oh, there's the Crooked Man. He watched the whole thing. He's got the silver bullet, doesn't he?
Hello,
Hungry like the
Bigby.
wolf.
You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
Oh, there it is, the silver bullet.
This gun holds 6 I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
You need to tell me right now. We're not going anywhere until I get some answers from you.
If you want answers, you're going to have to cooperate with me. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure
Yeah.
you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women.
It wasn't
And I
your
think you know
hand
that.
on the ribbon.
All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because
Not
I'm
exactly
not saying
in
another
it.
word until I'm brought before the community.
In any position to be
I don't need to belabor the point.
negotiating.
But just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're
Nice
often
boots.
reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things. You're smart, I'll admit that. So what I just don't understand is why you're here. I mean, you want to catch your killer, right? Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
No.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Ah. I mean, but that's how crime bosses work. They're not the ones that actually did the crime, but they are the ones, shall we say, pulling the strings.
I know, but we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
What do you have to say for
Where
yourself?
the fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This? You should be ashamed.
Asshole.
Everyone? Can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that
Technically,
shithead
Vivian
in
did.
too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Don't worry about it. It's done.
Justice has already been dispatched. Bigby executed him.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What? We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
well.
it fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get on
but
with it
we promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the fuck? You're really going
This
to let
is
him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve
I can't help but feel like Beauty and Beast have a little more riding on this than everyone else.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all
I'd have left
met
the cuffs
Georgie.
on.
I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Are you gonna
I
get to your
bet.
point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what
Yeah,
did
but
they
it was
do?
against the law.
They burned my tree.
I did
to
not burn
ashes.
her tree.
What?
You burned it down?
You see?
Why would you do that?
Snow? She was helping people glamour themselves as other Fables. We couldn't let that continue.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
I mean, I nearly died for you.
Right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The crooked man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the crooked man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit! Georgie
Let
killed
me just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
What?
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened.
Uh-huh.
Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends.
What
but they
about all
refuse
the
to answer for their
glamours?
own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen,
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more?
Oh,
Who
boy.
was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me,
But again, he doesn't
who will pay
care
your
about
rent
you.
when you're on the verge of
Cares about
eviction?
your obedience.
Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I
Nerissa!
know...
My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say...
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been
I
enough
don't give a
bloodshed?
shit.
So we get rid of him.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly,
We throw him
we're
down the
having
well,
trouble
or do
agreeing
we-
on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Are you
The
sure?
well
this
or
isn't
prison?
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this
Oh.
way. There you are. I hope you all remember this moment think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you
After
can't be
what
serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right, do it.
Neither of those options felt good. Just saying.
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Don't forget this the next time your deputy mayor gets an itch to destroy my worldly possessions.
Hey, Sheriff. I don't know if you remember me.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Oh boy.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Penthouse. I'm guessing that must be old King Cole's. Yellow Brick Roadhouse. Webb and Buffett Market.
I'm going. Jesus.
Oh.
We only have like 5 minutes.
They carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you? How are you, holding up? I know this isn't ideal for you.
Come on, Colin.
I'm walking, all right? Calm down.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
That's everybody.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundies seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
The pig sitting shotgun.
I wish I could come visit you up at the farm.
Yeah, well, too bad everybody up there hates you. Maybe if you do bad enough here, they'll ban you from Fabletown, too. Then we can go on the run together. You can show me around the Carpathians or something.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe.
You got another one of those? How about a smoke for the road? One last time? Thanks, Bigby. Nice to see you finally learned to share.
Wow. Smoky bacon.
I guess I'll see you around. Stay out of trouble, okay? If you even can.
Yeah. See you around.
Maybe sooner than you think.
Saying goodbye?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am.
Huh.
It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
It's okay. I get it.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
She killed the girls.
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Narissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
I was joking, but that's what it looks
told
like.
Him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die
She
over
sold
a
out her
picture.
friends.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Here.
Thank you.
So this all sort of happened because of her. Oh, boy.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
Wow.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after that night after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Wow.
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them.
So that ring in her mouth, that was you?
Yeah, I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Narissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems
But where's
like no
King
matter what
Cole
I
in all
do,
of
it's
this?
just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Oh.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Huh. Right? How'd I like the twist? Which twist? That she started all of it? She sold out her friends and then left Faith's head on the doorstep? Everyone gives... Oh, did I miss? Oh, yeah. Did you accept TJ's gift from Snow? 97% of players decided to accept it. The few that don't are the ones that are like on the letting all heck break loose. Yeah, that's the ending was kind of like the very last little bit was kind of like, well, wait a minute. Is she actually who she says she was? Like, I didn't particularly get that last little bit where he's, like, hearing all the inner voices. I don't know exactly what that was pointing to. But the fact, well, you know, why did Nerissa have the ring that she put in Faith's mouth? Was that actually Faith? That, you know, I don't know. Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel done. I sent Colin to the farm. I took him back to the witching well and I imprisoned him. Gave her a cigarette during your final conversation. Chose to wait for him. You accepted to be. I somehow had a feeling that it was going to be super short. Now that the Telltale went bankrupt there for a while, but apparently they're back. There has been rumors that there's going to be a part 2, but I don't know. Oh, can I not skip? Oh, okay. Fables. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a comic book series of this. That's where this comes from. Comic book series. As everybody is, you know, now looking up, now Googling this comic book series. Now, Snake, whenever Vivian died, it released the power of the spell that was on. Okay. Winterwolf, Bigby's mother. Bigby's mother, Winter, fell in love with the North Wind. Ah, that's where the comment comes from. Whatever blows through. And bore him 7 wolf cubs. Apparently I'm a wolf cub. I didn't realize this. But apparently I'm a wolf cub. But he quickly grew tired of her and left Winter. Heartbroken and alone, she tried to care for her cubs despite her grief. She was especially fond of Bigby. But as the runt of the litter, he was often teased by his older brothers. After Winter's death, Bigby's siblings went in search of their father, but Bigby stayed behind to protect his mother's corpse from scavengers. Unfortunately, he was too small to defend her. From then on, he vowed to eat something bigger each day until he was large enough to confront his father and finally make him pay for the pain he caused his family. Wow. Hello, Big Bad Wolf. Bigby's true form. Bigby's true form is that of a giant 8-foot-tall wolf. Okay. In addition to his iconic huff and puff power, he has also inherited other abilities from his father, the North Wind. That makes so much sense now, by the way. You know, the big bad wolf being able to huff and puff and blow your house down. Well, like, why does a wolf have this power? Because his father is the North Wind. That makes sense. I can understand this. For example, Bigby is able to hold his breath for an abnormally long amount of time, making it impossible for him to drown. Mary's loyalty. Bloody Mary began working for the Crooked Man many centuries ago. He promised her freedom to do as she pleased, as long as she agreed to act as his personal bodyguard and hitman. Because of the Crooked Man's power and influence, Mary never had to worry about getting caught by the authorities. She enjoys her job immensely and would defend the Crooked Man to the death, mostly because she finds it fun. Fabletown justice. When a criminal is captured in Fabletown, the traditional procedure is to hold a formal hearing in front of the community or concerned parties. However, exceptions are often made to expedite the process. In reality, there aren't any hard and fast rules for these types of situations, and the extent to which policies are upheld can depend on who is being charged. A new order, Snow White in charge. With Crane out of the picture, Mayor Cole has officially appointed Snow White as the director of operations and deputy mayor in his absence. Where is Cole? Where's King Cole? Many would say this promotion is a long time coming, since she was instrumental in the establishment of Fabletown and personally ensured that many fables made it to the new world safely. She's also been doing the work of deputy mayor unofficially for years. Sheriff Bigby. After fleeing the homelands, Bigby Wolf spent many years wandering through Europe, with a fable colony quickly developing in the New World. Snow White and Feathertop tracked down the wolf and offered him passage to Fabletown. He agreed, and Snow cut him with a lycanthropy-stained knife to give him the power to change to human form at will. Ah, okay. So Snow White made him a werewolf, or made him a lycan anyway. Bigby became sheriff of Fabletown under King Cole's administration, but because of his violent past, many fables didn't trust him, and he was banned from ever setting foot on the farm. To this day, he struggles to redeem himself in the eyes of the community. Oh, I know what it means, Lightgazer. Lycan is just another word for it. A few things that we didn't unlock. That's sad. I kind of wonder what we'd have learned from Prince Lawrence. Silver bullet. My last cigarette. The north wind blows. Grandmaster Librarian! Earn every trophy in every episode. Well, we missed that one. Nope. All I get is previous menu. Menu? I'm fairly certain that, like, some of these were probably that I go to Prince Lawrence's place rather than going to the other place. I can't remember. Or, going to the butcher shop versus going to the pudding and pie. I get, if I redo something, I have to do redo an entire episode. Oh, and this is just like player's choices. Talk with him first. Well, that game is over. So that leaves us to start Resident Evil tomorrow.
And there was much rejoicing.
So that's totally a thing. We get to start Resident Evil 2 Remake tomorrow. Woo! Looking forward to tomorrow. I'm very nervous about it. I am so nervous about this because y'all are gonna make me pay for this, aren't you? I make a decision for y'all, and you're gonna make me pay for it, aren't you? Okay, let's see. That game, blah, 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 blah. That game was really good. Many scares and stuff. I definitely enjoyed the game. It wasn't exactly what I was expecting. But I'm not exactly sure what I was expecting, so that's a thing. It was really fun though. I really enjoyed it, and I'm honestly going to look into those comic books because I actually really enjoyed that. I gotta go clean my ears out with bleach. Yeah, there was quite a bit of foul language, wasn't there? Where do we want to go? I see somebody playing Resident Evil 4. We have Fire Emblem Three Houses. We have Fall Guys. We have Luigi Mansion. We have Baldur's Gate. Have Breath of the Wild. Naughty potty mouthing. Yeah, like it was definitely definitely very, very mature. Well, since this is where I will be hanging out, our normal is what's becoming our normal Monday raid, because I don't really see anybody else that anywhere that like I want to hang out. And so I know this is where I'm going to be hanging out because Modlandia. I'll put that there. Guys would like to join me on hanging out over on a Resident stream. Is the link. We're gonna go over and visit Monster Matt Gaming. Like I said, he is playing Resident Evil 4. I know it's the PC port. I don't think this is the first time he played it. I think he played it before, but it's a while. I've told that Resident Evil 4 is like one of the ones, so there's that. But I will see you guys over there. I will see you back here tomorrow for Resident Evil 2 Remake, my very first Resident Evil game. I'm excited and scared all at the same time. But thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for the 19 likes that I seen. Thank you for your time. You guys are fantastic. So you can always buy bigger cars, nicer houses, and I really appreciate it. But I will see you guys over there. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Till then, guys, take care. Remember, life is a musical. Be the star of your show. Break legs and toodles.